my name is Nataliya Malhanova, and I'm sitting here today with Mr. Stephane Egret, who is the Senior Sustainability Manager of Sustainability and Innovation, actually, Future Innovation, from Suntory Food and Beverage. Welcome, Stephane.
Thank you.
Today, we are sitting together, and sustainability is in your name, but it's also a big topic for us as well. So I was really curious, your decisions or your choices on sustainability, are they driven by consumer asking for you to do something? Or is it more a company decision to do more in sustainability?
Well, I think there's actually a third one. But I think the third one today, and probably the most important today, is legislation. And mainly because, and I understand why, I mean, I don't say that in a bad way at all. It's just that the habits and the behaviors are not changing quickly enough. The companies are not doing quickly enough for the environment, and therefore it is only normal that the countries and the authorities are now putting targets on us to deliver faster. And the other thing that the legislation is doing also is to clarify what needs to be done. Because sustainability is such a wide area that one company can decide to go in one direction, another company in another direction. You know, everything needs to be recyclable, and anything needs to be reusable. Now the target is set. So whether we like it or not, the direction is set. We all need to align ourselves, our suppliers, our suppliers, and even the consumers at the end of the road. They need to be doing what the legislation is telling them to do. So now everyone is in the marching order, and I think that's what's driving us at the moment.
Exactly. And I find it always difficult because it's a tricky balance. There is European legislation, but there are regional specifics. For the global brands, it might be difficult. Because which one do you follow?
Well, I work for Suntory Europe, so my main source for legislation is the European Union. Ideally, in an ideal world, the European legislation and the local legislation should
align,
reflect each other at least. Sadly, in some cases, that's not the case. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the scale of what we're doing, it so happens that it's in line with the scale of the legislation that we're going to have to face, namely the plastic packaging waste regulation. Is basically what we're working towards at the moment.
Exactly. From our side, you mentioned reuse, recycling. This is also a key area of focus. And when we speak to our customers who are label printers supplying brands like yours, it's very important to help them as well, to guide them through this maze of the difficult regulations, right?
I mean, we didn't wait for the legislation to put things in place. The beverage industry especially, we've known for a very long time that a glass bottle is a resource you want to get back. A PET bottle is a resource you want to get back. A can is a resource you want to get back. So all of those things we've been working on those subjects for quite a long time. And labels is part of the discussion because, again, labels 10 years ago are not the labels we're using today. The adhesives are not the same. The inks are not the same. We don't want to bring pollutants to the material that we're trying to collect. So we're making all the efforts possible to get as clean a material as possible back. And so everyone needs to again be in the same, in the right marching order towards the same target.
Exactly. Working together and creating collaboration to learn, to understand.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, I agree with you. And Stephane, I was thinking you are focusing on long-term innovation.
Yeah.
And sustainability is the urgency. We need to act now. You are acting. We are supporting as far as we can when it comes to label. But there is another trend which is slowly entering. At least we believe it's slowly entering. And I'm curious if you see that the same way. And I'm talking about connected packaging. Do you see the need or interest of connected packaging to establish its ground in food and beverage, or are there any signs of that, or you feel it's somewhere 10 years ahead of us?
I think it's linked, to be honest, I think it's linked with the sustainability subject. the experience a consumer has of a product doesn't have to stop at, drinking from the bottle, for example. There is so much more. A brand means so much more. You can communicate so much more. And now, digital is part of everybody's life. It's part of the consumer's life. It's part of a brand identity as well. There is clearly something to be done in that area, But for a long time, we had the technology, but it's all about finding what to do with it. You can stick a QR code on anything you want, but if there's no reason for the consumer to go and scan it, if there's no benefit, if there's no added value for them, that's it. It remains a QR code. But now, because of everything we have to do with regards to sustainability, that gives us, I think, it gives us the material, the stuff we want to put behind that QR code or behind that image recognition or data matrix, whatever you want to call it. All of a sudden, we have a story to tell. We have something to tell to the consumers. We have to tell them, why it's recyclable. We have to tell them about the recycling content. We have to tell them about how to recycle it, in which bin it goes. All of a sudden, we have more reasons to do it, and consumers also have more questions to answer.
Thank you very much, Stephane. It's great to have you here and great talking to you as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.